Hello all, welcome to my channel. This is a space for holistic healing, personal transformation, and conscious living. In today's video, I wanted to share an ancient practice with everyone, something that I was first introduced to during my yoga teacher training, and it completely changed my life. I remember being in a circle in that moment and going around and saying this mantra, this powerful, powerful statement of, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. And I just remember feeling such a release of how powerful this mantra was. What was happening was that it was coming to the surface, all of the emotions that I had built up of guilt, of shame, of anger, of resentment, of, abandonment, everything that I was feeling came to the surface. And so in this video, I'm going to get into the power behind this mantra and where it comes from and how you can begin incorporating it into your life. First, let's start off with how to pronounce it. And I could be butchering this because I am not a native of Hawaii, although my name is Hawaiian. I am not a native of Hawaii. And so if I am mispronouncing this, please comment down below the correct pronunciation. I will be pronunciating it to the best of my ability throughout this video. So when you put it all together, Ho'oponopono. And so that's how I will be pronouncing it throughout the rest of this video. This is an ancient practice that has been used for generations to help heal relationships, release negative energy, and to bring peace into people's lives. The best part is that anyone can do it. It's a spiritual and mental cleansing process that is rooted in the belief that we are all connected. And so by healing ourselves, we are also healing others. It was originally used in Hawaiian cultures and Hawaiian families to help restore peace among families and groups of people. However, over time, it evolved into a self-healing practice that anyone could use. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, this mantra is made up of 4 powerful statements. The exact order is not quite known, at least to me, but I tend to go based on whatever I'm resonating with, the frequency that I am feeling at the moment, because words are just frequency. And so I like to attune my mantra to however I'm feeling energetically. Let's start with the meaning of each of these phrases in this mantra and what they attribute to. So I'm sorry is acknowledging the pain, the mistakes, and the burdens that we all carry. And this could be the pain, mistakes, and burdens of yourself, or it could be the pain and the mistakes and the burdens of the individual that you have in mind when repeating this mantra. Please forgive me is asking for release from past energies, both from yourself and from others. And so this is really important when it comes to resentment, when it comes to guilt. And these powerful words are the basis of release and letting go. Thank you is a form of gratitude for the healing that's taking place. It's gratitude towards you doing this practice. It's gratitude towards the forgiveness that you are seeking and the restoring that you are seeking. I love you is returning to a state of love and harmony. So once you've repeated all of these 4 statements over and over and over again, you will begin to feel this release and this centering and this feeling of opening up your heart center to bring you back to source and allow for more love to enter, while at the same time releasing what was stopping that in the first place. So this practice shifts your energy, allowing you to remove any sort of negative blockages and opening up space for love, clarity, and abundance. Even if we look at it from a purely psychological perspective, repeating these statements over and over again just psychologically rewires your brain and opens you up to creating new beliefs and habits and bringing emotional clarity into your life. So my personal experience with this mantra, as I mentioned, I was introduced to it during my yoga teacher training. I continue to use it years later in my daily practice. Every morning after I meditate, I like to spend at least 10 to 20 minutes on this mantra. If there are some extenuating circumstances in my life where I feel triggered or I feel like I am going through a hyper release, I like to incorporate this mantra and supplement it as part of my healing journey, because it does help me speed up this sort of release that I know is taking place. It's also great for manifestation, especially when you feel as though, there might be a limiting belief around something that you would like to manifest. Using this mantra can help you release those limiting beliefs and allow you to open up to what it is that you would like to receive. It's great for opening your channels, as I've been mentioning throughout this whole video. And so if you would like to manifest, or if you would like to change your life circumstances, let's say you've hit rock bottom and you have nowhere where to go, you don't know what to do, I would start with this mantra because it's so life-changing. Great way to gauge it is to think about the situation that you would like to change, or that you would like to forgive, or that you would like to work through. Depending on how severe it is, you want to spend a little bit more time with this mantra. You want to spend a little bit more time in your day. I've heard some people spending, an hour, 2 hours just sitting and repeating these 4 statements over and over again. And within a couple of hours, their entire life has changed and they are no longer in the circumstances that they have found themselves in. I personally have tried this and it works. But if this is something that resonates with you, I definitely recommend trying it out. So one thing I've recognized by doing this practice on a daily basis is areas where I have neglected to let go. Therefore, this practice has helped me to let go and accelerate into the timeline and the frequency that I would like to be in, because I'm no longer carrying this baggage into the next moment, into the next day. So now let's talk about how you can incorporate this mantra into your life. You can do it during your meditation, which I find to be extremely useful, whether it's me just stepping away from everything for 30 minutes a day, closing my eyes and repeating these 4 statements, or if I'm on a walk, I'll repeat it. If I'm driving, I'll repeat it. No matter where I am, I will repeat these 4 statements because I'm able to kind of tap into this frequency and this energy no matter where I am. Before you go to sleep, so that's another thing. I typically like to do it when I rise in the morning, or you can do it right before you go to bed. There are some great videos on YouTube that you can listen to as part of kind of like a guided meditation, but it will repeat these 4 statements and it's meant to help you fall into the sleep state, which I think is great because it allows you to go into your dream state with this frequency, and then waking up the next rising and feeling the benefits of that. Writing it down, that's something that I personally haven't tried yet, and as much as I love to journal, I think I will actually try this out after this video. But you can journal for deep emotional healing, those 4 statements over and over and over again. And we all know the power of repetition, the power of writing and transmitting this frequency from thought into paper and into this 3D reality. We know how powerful that can be. It's just as powerful as speaking it out loud, which is the next way that you can bring this into your daily life, is to just start speaking it out loud. No matter what you're doing or where you are, you can begin doing this at any point in time. Even as you're watching this video, you can do it in your head as well. And so that's one thing where I think a lot of people don't realize that this is something that you can begin incorporating in this very moment. Using it in relationships. So the whole purpose of this mantra when I was introduced to it was to help me kind of release this resentment that I had towards others and towards myself, but mostly towards others. The idea is that once you start doing this and you start healing those relationships with friends, with family, and with yourself, you then release these karmic ties that you have with these people, and you are then able to move out into the world in a much more confident and fluid manner. You're able to attract more to you because you're no longer holding on to the baggage of these relationships. And so Ho'oponopono is great for helping you release and letting go and allowing you to see what these relationships were for and how they were for you and not against you, and help you on your own personal evolution. So hopefully you're able to see that the healing power of Ho'oponopono is quite endless, and you're reminded that we have the ability to heal ourselves no matter where we are, no matter what the circumstances are, by simply just repeating these 4 statements. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. By doing this, you're able to instantly shift your frequency into one of abundance. So I challenge you to start bringing this into your life on a daily basis, whether it be on your morning drive or whether it be right before you go to bed at night or while you're cooking. Whatever the case is, just give yourself 10 minutes to start this practice and see how drastically it can begin to change your life. You'll start to think about things differently. You'll start to see how your interactions with certain people begin to change. You'll start to see that your forgiveness for yourself and others has improved, allowing you to receive abundance, peace, and light. For more healing techniques and wellness insights, sign up for my newsletter down below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out my video on surrendering and letting go. Thank you.